What is up, everybody? It's David Action Jackson coming at you live. Well, so I haven't been able to record any videos lately, like the last 2 weeks or so, because of my laptop not getting any internet. But let me just tell you guys right now. So I want to talk about recovery when working out. I had to log into my laptop. I haven't had internet in about a week. Right now I'm watching Doctor Who. And for those of you who don't know who Doctor Who is, it's just a British show about a doctor that goes around the universe, like, basically they pull apart, well, not really pulling apart, but like destroying aliens and stuff, killing them, stopping invasions and all that. But anyways, so I want to talk about recovery. Now, I recently bought some creatine. For those of you who actually use creatine, I'm not going to say it's a bad product. It's actually one of the more natural products, like protein powder. But the only thing about it is, because the day after I used the first scoop I had, I don't know how to really explain it, but I'll tell you guys how it happened. So, I got a really horrible tingling feeling, more like a stinging feeling in my hand, like right here on right about there, and then on my forearm it was like stinging too. But I'm not sure if that normally happens. I went to Walmart and bought a fruit punch flavored creatine. It wasn't actually that bad. I worked out after that. I worked my chest out just to experiment a little bit, to see what it felt like. It wasn't too bad. But the only thing about creatine is it takes about, like, the true raw information about creatine is it takes about a good 4 to 5 hours for it to actually do what it has to do, like get to the muscle and like get into all those cells and stuff. It takes about 4 or 5 hours to actually do that. But anyways, yeah. So when it comes to recovery, like, I'm not gonna say that it doesn't take that long to actually recover after working out, but one of the things I do, because if I do a really hard workout, usually it's for me to fully recover from that workout, to work the same body part out again after that, it is, like, for me it's probably like a day or two. But yeah, this is a recovery. But when it comes to recovery, like, there's certain things you could do to actually, like, speed up your recovery process. So one of the things you could do is stretch. Like, not very many people actually do stretch, but I've heard tons of pros just say, not just say, but demonstrate different types of stretches you could do to help yourself, help you get recovered a little bit quicker. Another thing is, if you don't have one of these, you can go like Walmart, Target, Kmart. They all have them. If you have a roller. Now, normally I wouldn't show this because I hardly use it, but recently I've been having some puppy problems, and let's just put it like this: they've been chewing my shit up. I guess you can see a little dent right there, but anyways, so yeah, you've got this roller, and it comes in like 3 different parts. So you got the blue part, which is the more softer part, more for the bigger muscles. The middle part is more like a relaxing kind of thing, and then the middle, which pulls out all the way. Like, all 3 of these, you can separate them, but this part is for the more smaller muscles. And this, say for example, you were using like Icy Hot or something. Like, you use this. This is like your equivalent to Icy Hot. Okay. But when you roll out your muscles, that's a little bit more recovery right there. Stretching that's recovery. And one of the things I noticed when I took some athletic training courses is this. What you can do, basically get a resistance band, like preferably one of the ones that are like one of the Gia or Gaiam ones, one of those ones. get one of those and just practice like pulling motions, stretching your muscles out. You can get regular resistance bands with the tubes at the end of them, and just like practice doing the motions, like just regular types of motions. And I'll show you guys what like one type of motion looks like. So say you want to train your shoulders. I have a couple of resistance bands. I don't really like using them that much. Like, I'll use them, but the rubber, because sometimes it rubs against me, like, different body parts, and I'm, like, totally covered in hair, so it hurts. But anyways, plus I work out shoeless, too, so, or work out in my bare feet. But, alright, so one of the things I'll do is get a resistance band, right? Get a regular resistance band. You could tie it to like a bar or something. I don't want to tie it to a bar, but I'll just demonstrate this real quick. So, tie it to a bar.
You're burning me inside. Behind my eyes. It hurts. Even my memories hurt. I just want things back.
Whoops. Ouch. Okay, guys, hold on. It's so hard to do this with one hand. Alright, so we got that. Now it's gonna be like low range of motion here, but like, so we got that. Practice the motion of just stretching the muscle back. But yeah, that's another way that you could practice recovery. Now those are just simple ways, and they're not really too hard to do. But yeah, one of the main things is you gotta make sure you have a lot of water, and make sure you have like some kind of resistance band, and at least one type of roller, because you want your muscles to be like relaxed, kind of. But yeah, guys, that's it. It's David Action Jackson coming at you live. I'll see you guys later.